Hey everybody, how you doing, Amybeth?
Hey, Andrew. Hey, John.
How you doing, John?
How is everybody tonight? Friday night?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's
We never
hot
asked how you're
here.
doing.
What's that?
I said we never asked how you're doing.
Oh, I'm doing great. Friday night, got 2 days off. It looks like the weather is going to be nice this weekend. So,
I said hey, Amybeth, how you doing?
You did. I'm sorry. You started off with.
John, how are
I
you?
always have to say hey
How are
everybody.
you?
That's my.
Never mind, Andrew.
I'll speak for myself then.
Okay,
doing
so for the people who are coming in, tuning in, a reminder today is Generative AI in Photoshop with Amybeth Menendez and my friend John Williams.
Okay.
Amybeth's my friend too. We're all friends here, but yeah.
Just somebody we met.
We're gonna have to come up with a new name for this
Somebody we saw
trio.
making videos
Yeah.
Right,
on
this
LinkedIn,
trio here.
LinkedIn somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yep. Okay, people coming in.
They are. Hello, people.
So yeah, generative AI and Photoshop,
Hello.
from the practical and productive to the creative and imaginary. So, okay, and let's see. So people coming in. Amybeth is saying hello. While she's here, she's also saying
Yeah,
hello.
I'm saying hello to the audience.
And then John said, "Well, hello there," but it's coming off as me.
Sorry about that. I'll be careful.
It's fine. It's just don't say anything offensive.
Oh.
Don't get me in trouble, John. Okay, but then let's see. Okay, so before we begin, I want to give a little bit of shout out. So first thing is, let me see here. I'm moving stuff around here. A lot of changes with StreamYard, so a lot of media changes.
Mm-hmm.
So first, as you can see in the top right, powered by StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. StreamYard is what makes it possible for these live streams to stream to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Great live streaming app platform. Thank you, StreamYard. And then I wanted to give a shout out. BenQ now has a new BenQ Screen Bar Halo 2, a little Halo screen bar for your monitor. Here we go. Isn't it beautiful? And then the Screen Bar Halo 2, it has comprehensive lighting enhancement, precise control. You get a puck that you can change the strength of it, the temperature, and it fits any monitor. It has a nice thing, so it even clamps securely, fits almost any monitor, including curved models, while protecting against potential damage.
You just answered my question. I was going to say everyone should have a BenQ monitor, at least one. But if you don't, then would it work?
Well, this is the Halo 2, so this is the screen bar that goes on top.
Yeah.
So it's the new BenQ Screen Bar Halo 2.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, if you have a BenQ monitor, it goes even better with it. So
I love
Which I do. My monitor to my right is my BenQ. That's
I had no idea.
Do all my color correction.
Same, Amybeth. And I didn't know what I was missing until I got the BenQ. I sound like a commercial, but it's no lie. It's legit, man.
Look, we got Brooklyn in the house.
That's right. AJ, good to see you here.
Hey, Brooklyn.
Yo, Brooklyn.
Bronx.
Is that a beer you're drinking, John? It looked like a beer, like an
Yeah. It's totally. It's just it's tea. It's iced tea.
Nice.
I live in Texas, so that's what we do.
I'm drinking a classic root beer. So.
Nice.
Ooh.
And John,
have you tried those? They're pretty good.
No.
They're very good.
And we have Christina from Cordoba, Argentina. Nice.
Argentina in the house.
Whoa. Buenos tardes. Or noches.
And John, the floods in Texas, that's not too close to you, correct?
It's about 4.5, 5 hours away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My hearts and prayers go out to those people.
Yes.
A lot of tragic weather.
It's a lot to wrap my head around, man. It's tough, but
intense. Okay, well, we have lots to go over. So, Amybeth, do you want to begin?
Sure. So I do have a couple of images open, and I will share my screen. Give me a second. And so we're talking about the generative AI features inside of Photoshop, right? And so I'll just do a couple, and then I guess we could toss the hot potato, right? Is that how we're going to do it? We'll
yeah,
toss
I'll have.
Okay.
I'll have. You're showing your. Yeah, there we go.
Right. There we go. Oh, all right. I'm not sharing right now, am I?
Yes, I see like bridge.
Okay, I am showing bridge on purpose because
That's
I wanted to show one of my favorite features inside Camera Raw, which is a plugin inside Photoshop, but can actually only be accessed from inside the bridge application, this particular feature, and it's super zoom. So if anybody's using the Neuro Filter, the super zoom Neuro Filter, this works 10 times better, and you could find it inside of Camera Raw. And the way to access that is from inside Bridge. If you click on your image and you use the Camera Raw icon to open up your image inside Camera Raw, inside Detail, you will actually see a super resolution button. So this is way better than super zoom, and it's applying like a super resolution using AI technology.
Wow.
You got to see those details in there. And then you could take this image and you could open it up, inside of Photoshop. So that's my first favorite go-to.
Seems like a great way to like upscale your image.
Yeah, but it works so much better than Upscale 2.0 or the super zoom feature inside the Neuro Filters. So that's that.
That is so awesome. I didn't know that.
Super resolution. Fantastic. And then I also want to show one of the Neuro Filters. So we've all, if you follow the features in Photoshop, and here's
you're in the beta, right? You're in the beta.
I'm in the beta, but this works. This works in the regular version. This is nothing that's a beta release. But here's just like an old picture. Obviously. A scan that was ruined inside a photo album. And so we're all familiar. So first thing I'm going to do is make this into a smart object, which I have set up with my hotkeys. And I'm going to go into Neuro Filters. And you might be guessing, you might think that I'm going to use Restore Filter. But wait, there's more. So instead of using the Restore Photo Filter, I'm going to go into Neuro Filters. And my Neuro Filters are going to open. If you've never used these before, then you'll have to download them. But instead of using the Restore Photo Restoration, which probably would work too, Colorize, right, also works to balance and fix images. So I'm going to click on Colorize, and I'm just going to let the AI do its thing. And then bam.
Very nice.
Yeah. And so it actually even fixed the water stains in the wood. And then I could go and adjust my image, as needed. But that's like a super cool tool.
Right. So normally Colorize is for when you have a black and white photo and it adds color, but it can also fix this. Nice. Very nice.
So I use Colorize a lot just for balancing images. So if there's a color cast, it works really well too.
Cool.
Actually, that was a tip from the one and only legend Jesus Ramirez. But I use it all the time in my workflow.
Very cool.
Very cool. I got a couple more just then before I hand it over. So the remove tool, right? Which so here we have like not only is it reflections, right? But we have a lot of people in here. Now I want to remind you that the algorithms aren't perfect, but it does work really well. And there are two places that you can find the remove tool. Does anybody remove distractions? That's in Photoshop with the remove tool, and it's also in Camera Raw. So under the little eraser icon in Camera Raw, you could also find the remove tool. But when I click on the remove tool, and I take my pull down to from the find distractions, and I click on people, the AI is going to automatically find a lot of people, and then I can go and touch it up. And then
Can I
I
ask a
always,
question real quick though before you
whoops,
commit to it?
yeah.
So you see everything is masked like that. Is there's a way that you can take a brush and like erase, of course, right? You just choose like top left minus.
So yeah, if I wanted to add more, actually, so if I'm as I'm hovering over on my keyboard, if I hold the where it is, if I hold my command key, I can add more, right? So I
Nice.
could actually do this right now. I can hold,
Okay,
and
with the expert
if
key.
I wanted to erase somebody, I can just hold my option key, but obviously
Right.
that's a person.
Cool.
So if it doesn't work perfectly, I can just add it in.
Nice.
And then you always want to make sure, if you're not using a smart object, that you have create new layer so that you're working non-destructively.
Mhm.
And let's see how good of a job the Photoshop AI does. Removing.
Drum roll, please.
All right.
It's no, it's gonna.
Wait, what? Oh, you are experiencing delays due to high demand. What the what?
Everybody wants to do it right now. So
Are you kidding me? All right. We're going to come back to that one.
Come back, yeah.
I'm going to come back to that one.
it's a great image for it though, right?
Yeah. All
No,
right. So another great productivity, I'm a pre-press person, I work in print. So I'm always trying to use AI to make my workflow more productive. So one of my favorite new features is the adjustment brush. And let me just make my layers
Wow.
icons a little larger so everybody can see them. So now, instead of just making an adjustment and then having to go in and make selections, and there's a adjustment brush. So under the brush tool, there's something called the adjustment brush. And what it does is it uses the brush to create AI masks on your image. So for people that aren't as skilled at making masks, so I'm going to select the adjustment brush, and I'm going to go to hue and saturation, and then I'm just going to unlock my layer. And then if I start painting with hue and saturation, I could see, right, that if I just want to increase my saturation, now I'm painting on here, right? And so I can just use my cursor, my brush, and if I go to my layers, I could see that it actually made the mask for me. And the beauty of this is that you can just, I could go into exposure. Maybe I wanted a little bit more exposure here in the rocks. I wanted to open this up a little bit. And everything is non-destructive. I'm still going to get my properties panel, but I can use my brush, to actually, open up shadow areas and stuff. So this is all done by AI masking. That's really one of my, go-tos when, so I think pretty much I'm going to have to quit and come back. Oh, but I know John did this last time, but let's also take a look at reflections.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One of the new so this is a picture that was taken like inside of an airport window, looking down, and you could see the reflections from the windows. And, maybe somebody said, hey, you go take, it's kind of like a Lego build that they made. I think it was a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
In the airport, you could see it. And I was trying to get a picture through the window. And in Photoshop beta, you no longer have to have a raw image to remove reflections. So again, I'm going to make this a smart object because I'm going to open it up in Camera Raw, which is one of my keyboard shortcuts. Convert to smart object, convert to layers, making that workflow and working more efficiently. And then I'm going to go into Camera Raw. And there we go. And when I go into the remove section, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not in your regular edit area. When you go into the remove under reflections, and see here's your little people, automatically remove distracting people. So let's see how good it does. Let's see if the AI gods are not too busy at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
If they're not too.
Everybody's calling in right now.
Right.
So, bam.
Oh, wow.
Solid now. Yeah.
Right. So, like when you think, and so like this is just a regular JPEG, so you can see this is just a JPEG here.
Right.
So again, non-destructive and super cool. Super zoom, super cool.
Super.
Super.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah. But, yeah.
You ready, John?
Oh man. Okay. Well, Amybeth, I wanted you to keep going. That was really great.
I've got tons of them.
Oh man, I'll tell you. Okay. Well, so fun fact, I do a little photography here and there. So once in a while, you'll, if you are in photography at all, even if you're not a photographer, you just take pictures. You'll run across this where you have some reflection in the glasses. This isn't too terrible, but this is say hello to my friend Bubakar here. Bubakar, if you're watching, don't be mad.
You work with him?
He's one of my coworkers. Yeah,
that's cool.
Pretty chill. Okay. Anyway, AI is a great way to. There's a number of ways you can go about doing this. You can go out and make channels, but I think I'm just going to kind of keep it simple. You can go through and here I'll show you real quick. You go into your channels here, right here on the layers as I have it, and I already made a copy of the blue, so I'll disable those. And I have here. I'll get rid of this and start over. So okay, so I think we had the most contrast here on the blue channel. So I'll make a copy of that and just drag it down here to the little plus icon. So I have a copy of that. And I'm just going to do a Command L for layers, levels. I normally don't like using levels, but in this case, it does the trick. So I'm just going to kind of like find the highlights here, but it's going to select all the highlights somewhere in there maybe. And this works if you have it like I probably could have used a better picture for this, where there was like a lot of glare going on, but hopefully this will kind of illustrate my point. Okay, so I'm going to command click on this icon here. Boop, that selected all the highlights. Okay.
By clicking on the channel, right?
By clicking on the channel, right.
Copy of the channel, right?
And the copy of the channel. Yes, that's right. Down here where it says blue copy. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Come back over here to my layers, and let's see. Well, now it's not cooperating, but you can do that. You can go in, and then you can do like a.
Are you still in the channel?
Fill. Oh, here we go.
I think you're still.
Oh, I had to click OK. I had to click OK. My OK button was way over on another screen. I was like, where did it go? All right.
I think you're still in the channel. See how?
Yeah. So now we're good. Now we're good. I just was waiting for that OK button. I was like, where did it go? It was way over there. Sorry about that. All right. So what you can do, and then I can go Alt and deselect all the stuff I don't want. Just go here and just lasso around that. And I don't want, let's see, I don't want that. I just want the glare in the glasses. I don't know how well this part will work, but I'm going to give it a shot. So there's still a little bit that I like for it to have gotten. So it doesn't always get everything you want. So that is one way to do it. And then you can, of course, do Generative Fill and just leave the prompt empty, and hopefully Photoshop or the AI gods, as Amybeth puts it, will be kind to me. And so in this case they weren't. It's kind of like bad Stevie Wonder.
Are the variations any better?
No, they weren't. They were actually worse. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm just going to make it like a little selection. It's going to go around here. And
it's sort of like we always have to remind people that when it comes to AI, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's great, and other times it's like, what?
So true, so true. So this seems to work better in this instance anyway. I'm just showing you what's one method that can work if you, especially in extreme case where you have like a lot of like visible glare going on there. So okay, so I just made a selection around here, and we'll see how that goes. Dun, 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 dun. And we pray to the AI gods to look upon us favorably. Oh, great. And so, yeah, not perfect, but you can look at another one, and that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad there. So, turns out, as fate would have it, I already did this. So, oops. I guess he moved. Must have moved.
Oh, psychedelic.
That ain't right. There we go. So what we did was
That's pretty good though.
I went and played with a little bit of curves adjustment and erased a little bit of the stuff that I didn't need and run around there. And so yeah, you can see that it's better. It's better.
Yeah, it's good.
And if it's not 100%, we can drop it down a little bit, make it blend a little bit, maybe drop the opacity a bit if we need to. So there we get kind of a more realistic looking result. And yeah, and it makes me it covers up my sins as a photographer.
Cool.
So there's old Boubacar there. Got another one here. So got a lake, and I like working with text. So there's a lot of things you can do with text, as you probably already know, with generative AI. So I'm going to do a little line here. Boop. So I'm right in the middle. I'm going to snap it to there. And I'm going to type in happy place. Too small, make it bigger. Happy place. So you go, it's right in the middle. I'm going to right in the middle because I'm OCD. I got to have it right there. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
I'm going to put it right above the water here. You see the water line?
Cool.
But
that's your happy place.
The happy place, but my happy place doesn't include these two people. So speaking of just getting rid of distractions, so I'm going to go up here to the remove tool, and up here at the top we have find distractions, and these people are my distractions. Nothing personal. So
you have to be on the layer.
That's right. Also, just I like making a copy, so I'm going to do a Command J and make a copy of that background. I don't know, just because I like to do that. Well, find distractions. People, there they are.
Your Gen AI is off.
I was wondering if that was gonna.
Oh, thank you. Gen AI is off. So I'll do
on
auto adjust. Thank you, Amybeth.
That's okay.
Well, I would just say on, John.
I don't know why that happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny. So I don't know.
I would choose on.
Yeah, I'm just going to do
auto.
This also works really well. Check this out. I'm just drawing a little selection around them. And I'm just going to click the little check box here. Little check mark. And wait for it. Wait for the magic. The magic will happen any second now. There they go. They're gone. Right. So here's the original layer. Pretty good. That's exactly
a happy place.
Yeah. So now it's my happy place. But we can do better with this. I think we can make this look kind of cool. So I'm going to draw a marquee tool, select M, and do like something like right there, like that. So I'm just getting kind of like the bottom bit of that, and something about yay big. And click our Generative Fill button, and I'm going to type in reflection. Reflection. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. It's going to work, I tell you. It's going to be great. There'll be much rejoicing.
Oh, that's cool.
So happy place, yeah. And of course, you can tweak that even further just to make it look a little more like the way you want it to look. So let's say I like that right there. So then to complete our travel brochure, we can control or Command J, that layer. I'm just going to shift and click and drag and say, find your happy place.
Nice.
And then I'm going to group these two together. So select both of them, Command G for group, and go over here to layer style, drop shadow, and we'll do like a little droppy shadow there. Yeah, that's fine. And there you go. We find our happy place.
Nice.
Sweet.
And then you should type in the top in the clouds area, Serenity Now.
I like it.
Remember that from
I do.
You don't have to.
I think we should make it red.
Serenity Now.
And then we could do if you want to do that. I mean, if we're gonna just go there, we could even do like a
Serenity Now. What are you doing now?
Like
wild.
Do like a I'm thinking, hang on. Yeah, so do like a will it get mad at me if I type in explosion?
I know, will it be censored?
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't like me using, words like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking, So, I'm sorry.
Looks like it's going through, though. Looks like it's going through.
Yeah. Well, nothing happened.
It went through, but they're like, what would
okay. Interesting. So nothing happened. So there you go. That's part one of
cool. I like that reflection a lot. That's nice.
I love the reflection with the type.
And we'll get rid of Serenity now. And if you wanted to,
I was just being silly with that.
I am. I apologize for being me. Turn that into a smart object, and we'll go into filter, and you could go into Neuro Filters, I suppose, and I don't know, make this thing even better. Like you can go into colorize if you want to, like make it something crazy, like
retro.
Yeah, retro. What do you think? What do you think, Amybeth? You're a color person. Retro, high contrast. Maybe try that. Oh, it's not bad actually.
Mask. You got your mask. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not terrible. Profile strength. You can really bump up that saturation, but that's probably going to make people's eyes bleed. So we'll go back down with it. And there's other things here too, like noise reduction. Output as a new color layer. I haven't tried that option yet. Have you?
No, I usually just use where it's below where it says output as smart filter.
That's what yes, absolutely.
Or a new layer with
right, which you can do as well.
But you know what? I'm curious, John.
Yeah.
Can we ad lib?
Of course, that's what I'm doing. We're riffing here.
Okay. Well, since we have like landscape, quote unquote, let's go to the landscape mixer and like make it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's a great idea. Yeah. Good idea.
Let's make it winter.
Yeah.
Look at those presets.
So we can try.
Make it frosty blue.
Gonna put snowy mountains. Yeah.
Presets or you can load customs and I have
you can use a reference image. This was before reference images.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you a preview as you hover though. I thought
no, but if you click on it, it should apply it.
Okay, well let's try that. We'll make it
mark, I guess. Interesting.
They didn't have another layer on top.
They didn't do oh wait. No, I got rid of that. That's hidden. That's just text. So not real sure why it didn't obey. Double click. The strength is maxed out.
It should be a preview. That's bizarre.
Harmonize subject, maybe?
No, harmonize is for compositing.
I don't know. Maybe for some reason it's just not working. Maybe if I restarted Photoshop.
I'm telling you, those phone lines are busy tonight.
They probably are.
They are. I feel it. I'm getting a busy signal too. So.
Here we go. Now it says it's
Sending
processing.
it out to outer space.
Give it a second. Here it says it's processing. Got a little progress bar going here. So that's
So then it's processing. So.
Oh no, so that's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's more icy
Look,
blue,
see
right?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your happy place could be in the winter.
It apparently is.
Yeah, I see you with one of those furry hats.
Right?
Like a big Russian hat, right?
Yeah, hiking, fishing,
But then you can
ice fishing.
the only thing is it preserved my Gen AI reflection as
Right.
The color.
There you go. You'd have to do that again.
You just have to redo that again, and we can redo that again. But the thing is, you could do this in the old school way, and like flip it and all that, and then do some masking and stuff. But the Gen AI could potentially save you a ton of time and do a fantastic job. So there's that, and I relinquish my time. Thank you very much.
Ooh, very nice. Good stuff. Okay, so what's this still open for? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so here I am in Photoshop.
Oh, that's good.
All done. All right, so I'm just gonna go to open and then today. So not that one. Go back. Yeah. So we went over people, but wanted to bring in some images for wires. Just wanted to show this. I always love these. So the first one is more like kind of a realistic image of what you might have to deal with in terms of removing wires. And as John showed, 1 second.
I did? Oh, okay.
As John showed, I like to make a new layer. So Command J on a Mac, Control J on a PC, make a layer 1. And then with the top layer, I just choose the remove tool. So go down. There's selection tools. Then there's the spot healing, and underneath is the remove tool. Or you could just hit, as you can see on the right here, the J key. So once I'm in the remove tool, it's very small. You would hit the right bracket if you were going to use the remove tool. But you just go up to the options bar up top, find distractions on the left, choose people. And yes, my mode is set to generative AI is on. So I can go to wires and cables or people. So I choose wires and cables. And it's going to read my image and hopefully do a pretty good job getting rid of extra wires and cables.
I have faith. Gotta have faith.
Right, so did a pretty good job.
Fantastic.
Here's the before. There's the after. Not bad.
Not bad.
And then, as I've shown before when I go over this, some of the things that the poles that held the wires and cables look a little strange. So obviously when you get rid of these wires and cables, you might want to go back in with like your lasso tool, select the pole that contained those. I'm not sure if you even need to go that far. When you go further down, you can even see it, but this area, and I just go around it, complete the selection, and then with the contextual taskbar at the bottom, which we like to just call the taskbar, just hit Generative Fill, and then I'm not going to replace it with something. I'm just going to let it retouch. So I just hit Generate. See the progress bar up top. On the right, you see the properties panel with 3 variations.
Amybeth, Andrew's making fun of me because I had trouble saying contextual taskbar.
No, I think that was me, wasn't it?
Oh, was it you? Oh, never mind.
We both took turns fumbling.
You then. Okay,
fumbling. It's too long, right? It's just taskbar.
Yeah, too many consonants.
That's right. So now you can see.
They need some more vowels in there.
I think.
So now you can see it did a really nice cleanup. It got rid of that pole, and then it even rebuilt some of this kind of building behind. And then if you go to the properties panel, you see that there's variations. So you can even click and see if you want like a different kind of rooftop or whatever. But I think even the first one's successful. So yeah, so I'm a big fan of that. The get rid of distractions, either people or wires. Well, while I'm here though, let me just kind of merge that down, Command E, and then while I'm here, go back to the remove tool, and then I'm just curious to see what it'll do if I choose people.
Hmm.
So now in the same image, if I choose people, yeah, it kind of sees. Let me zoom in so you can see. Spacebar up. It's showing you that it sees the people in the front as the subjects, and so the background people were selected.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
knowing that we have those options, I believe it's already set to add. So I can just kind of paint. Yeah, so I can just paint a mask over the woman
Hmm.
and then the guy on the right side,
Hmm.
and just make this a like alleyway shot without people.
Hmm.
Okay, and then just option bar at the top, hit the check mark, removing the area. Let's see if it does a pretty good job. Yeah, nice, right?
Cool.
And then when you do this, I guess for people it doesn't give you variations though, huh?
No.
I guess no, it does not.
Yeah,
It does not. I've noticed that.
Yeah, properties panel. There's no. Even if I say view more, that just gives you more options. Yeah.
All the more reason to make a duplicate copy.
Yeah, absolutely. Always make Command J on a Mac, Control J on a PC. Make a copy of your layer.
Smart object.
That's right.
Not yet. Smart object. Hello.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not a duplicator.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Smart object.
Well, as long as it doesn't take up too much memory. So.
Sorry.
Okay, so that was that. I'm not going to save. And then just out of curiosity.
Oh, Andrew, that's ambitious.
Right, so out of curiosity, I want to see.
I've got a wire one like that too. We should
so I'm just curious.
We can do dueling wire images.
Well, I'm just curious what happens when you give it something that just basically is all wires.
Wires, right. What's it going to leave?
Why not?
Okay, so I go down to the remove tool. Can you imagine trying to remove this by hand or with a clone tool?
No, it would just be like one big moon-shaped brush mark.
Right, it'd be a big blur. Okay, so I go up to Find Distractions after choosing Remove tool. Click on Find Distractions, Wires and Cables. It's removing the area. Let's see how well it fails. Okay, so that's the first one. If I go back to Properties, I thought this did give you 3 variations, though.
I don't know. It's like people.
Right.
Yeah.
I think only when you do the generative fill do you get the variations. But if you use the remove tool, find distractions, you get this. So that's all you get. You get a little bit of trimming on the left and right.
Better than nothing.
That's fine. Okay, and then I just wanted to show an old standby that we tend to use, but want to give it a bit of a challenge. If I go back to Generative AI, and let's see today's presentation. So I'm going to, okay, this is a good one. This one or this one, maybe this one, it's even better. Okay, so I was thinking if you have an image like this and you want to do that Generative AI Expand, I wanted to see how well it could do with patterns like this.
Oh, yeah.
So here's my image. I choose the crop tool. And then this is something I noticed today. I'm not sure they had it before, but I think it's maybe one of the most recent updates to Photoshop. They're giving more and more focus on this taskbar. And I noticed, I'm not sure if they had it before, but just choosing the crop tool, I now noticed you have Generative Expand, and then you have ratio. So now you can choose your different kinds of ratios for cropping, and you can also have these kind of like presets, 8.5 by 11, 1280 by 800. I don't believe they had that there before, but so now if I say Generative Expand, but I'm curious because I usually grab it and kind of do it manually. But if I say Generative Expand, yeah, you do have to grab the outside. So holding the Option key on a Mac, Alt on a PC, I grab the middle tab, and as I pull outwards, it just extends both sides. So I want to extend, and then I'm going to then from here just click on the Generative Expand. Do I have to generate? I guess so.
I use the control bar when I do it on the top sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm more used to. I'm just trying to give some respect.
Yeah,
to the
no, it's good to have options. Oh,
So speaking of options, we get 3 variations. The only problem is the first one. You notice that when the image, the original image here is nice and solid, and then the outer extension looks like it was painted with chalk or something. It's not the most.
Yeah.
That's a little bit. It's still blurry though.
Yeah.
So it's got, I think with more kind of challenging images like this, it has a ways to go, but I wanted to at least give it a challenge and see what it did.
Sweet.
So yeah, let me just jump back into the room. And I just wanted to mention before we jump to Amybeth for the next one is, let me move over. Today is my 400th.
Oh, I am so honored that you're on it. What?
So 400th live event. Thanks, StreamYard. I imagine all of them have been with StreamYard. So thank you very much. And Annette's here. Good to see you here, Annette. And hello, Joe. Okay, so let me share Amybeth's stage. Okay, we're now in Amybeth's view.
Hey.
Okay, so we're back. I think I had this image before. So I wanted to talk about smart actions. So what are smart actions? So here, I write a lot of my own actions. So here's some of my own actions, and I'm going to go to suggested. So now what smart actions do, see now I'm stumbling over my words, is based on your image. They and you could hover over these, they make suggestions to your image. So smart actions, and so what's really cool about the smart actions is for people that maybe do not know how to make a mild pop of the landscape, it'll actually creates the adjustment layer, so everything's non-destructive, so you could see exactly what is going on there. So if I said select subject, it'll actually select the subject for me. But so depending on what type of image you have, and these will constantly change. And what I like about them is they're like live blending modes. They're live. So I'm going to try and go as fast as I can so I can get through some of this. So smart actions, I'm loving them. Andrew, I have to, dueling wires.
Right.
Okay, we got a lot of wires here. I have a smart object, so it's non-destructive, right? Same thing probably. Duplicating your layer keeps your files about the same size. So I'm going to go to my remove tool. I'm going to go to find distractions, wires, and cables. And bam, hello, Adobe, pick up the phone. In.
Yeah,
I have an audience watching.
That's right.
The clock is ticking.
You're making me look bad here, kid.
You're making me look bad. All right, well.
It's going to work. It's going to
be. We need like one of those.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that is not bad, right?
Good, yeah.
But June, right? Yeah. So,
then you have to do the work of getting rid of the hole in the middle.
Yeah. But in general, it did a pretty
great job.
Right.
I'm surprised you didn't get rid of the shadows too. It did such a good job.
I want to say that a human, that would be a pretty difficult task, right?
True.
Yeah. All right, so I'll do this one. I want to talk about AI masking, right? So we're just gonna use select subject real quick. So here I've got, we got 3 different Adobe stock images. I got this little jungle with this nice little lake. I got this lion that I want to make sitting on my rock. So I can say remove background, or I could say select subject, right? And then when select subject comes up, I'm going to go into my, where is my, I'm going to make a mask, but oh my gosh, that mask looks horrible. I'm going to double click my mask. I'm going to go into the select and mask dialog box. I am going to turn on my edge detection, my smart radius. I'm going to decontaminate my edges, and I'm going to say refine hair, right?
Yeah,
and it did a pretty good job. Yeah, of course, it did a much better job when I was practicing, right?
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I have noticed that the beta version does a way better job at it.
Yeah, but this is the beta. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to say okay for now. We're going to place this. Yeah. I'm going to do that one more time. So I'm just going to do Command D. I'm just going to say, wow, that was bad. What happened there? It totally
Brought the background.
Tank.
Yeah. Anyway, well, that was my mask. I mean, my mask looked pretty good with the selected mask, right?
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. But what I wanted to do.
Wow. Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah. But what I wanted to do is show you. So this was, the mask, the AI mask with the hair. And look, it even got this whisker.
Oh, wow.
So
that's nice.
And that was done with, I believe, the select subject. And then I went into select and mask. And then I let it, so it's finding the things. But I also wanted to show you too. And then, so I've already done this here. Okay, so we can hit stop. Bam, bam. There we go. And if you hit, if you're lost in a loop, if you hit Command and the period key on your keyboard, it'll basically stop the action. And so I just wanted to show you guys all my steps here. So basically also here, I also made a selection and then I just wrote reflection pool. And then again, it gave me, if I go to my window properties, I should be able to, window properties. There we go. I could see the different reflection pools. So I just made a lasso and put a little reflection pool in there. So now I got my tiger. Now I got my little reflection pool. And I got this guy who really doesn't look like he belongs in this picture. So I've already made him a smart object. So one of my favorite things for compositing, right, and probably the lion needs a little tweaking too, is to go to filters and to go to, well, no, we're not going to make him a patch. And we're going to go, no, not camera raw. I'm sorry, cancel. We're going to go click on my guy. I'm going to go filter and I'm going to go to my Neuro Filters. And I'm going to go to harmonization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where this is going.
Right. So what harmonization does, right, when you click on harmonization, so when you choose a layer and then you say the layer that you're choosing doesn't match the rest of my image. Like you could totally tell that this guy was cut and pasted in here.
Right. Yeah.
So I want him to match the background. So I'm going to select my background and then it's sort of going to do a little thing. I got the little process
green
thing.
tint.
Yeah.
So much. Yeah.
Put a little shadow on him, right? See? Yeah. And then you could adjust the strength, this and that. Output as a smart filter, new layer. Again, you saw the little process thing. And then boom. So what used to take so long to, composite and make images look more, like they belong together. Now you could do with that. And
are these Neuro Filters both in the regular version of Photoshop and the beta?
They've been there before the rest of the remove tools. And then I'm just going to do
beta though.
They haven't developed. They haven't done anything with. They've been there since 2023.
Yeah.
And harmonization. I love that. I use that because I'm in publishing. So it's one of the things I show designers because we're always compositing. But we're going to try this one more time and then I'm going to toss it back to John. I'm going to go to my remove tool.
This is great.
Oh, you can get rid of the people?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. If you see, there's people all the way up on here. But I'm going to challenge this in Camera Raw. So I'm going to go into Camera Raw. And I'm going to go to my remove, my little remove. And just so you know, people know, there is also Generative Expand inside of geometry. So if you change if you change the perspective view on an image, you also have an option to generative. But you can see I have Generative AI on. I'm going to go to my people. It's going to find the people. And it's thinking. A lot of people on the phone. Oh, damn. It did a pretty good job, right?
Yeah.
It even sees all the people on all of the.
You have to hit remove. Yeah, hit remove above though.
Oh, are you kidding me? I
You
know.
didn't hit- yeah,
One
you
more
didn't-
time. I messed up on that. Thank you.
All right.
People, I'm going to do it one more time. Yes, I know. Boom.
Then hit
It
remove.
remembered. See, it didn't have to think.
Yeah.
Estimated time.
What's going to happen now? It looks like it's going to go through. Yeah.
Yeah, it went through nice and fast.
Wow. That's
Bam.
Wow, very nice. Yeah.
fantastic.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like there's only two
If
people
you
in the back left.
have all these,
Everybody else.
you have all those grates there and everything. So
Uh-huh.
very
Awesome.
nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Ah.
I could go on. I could go on forever, but I'm gonna.
You got to let John do
I hear you.
Oh, wow.
And Amybeth,
Yeah.
I've drawn inspiration from you. If you could see my taskbar at the bottom of my screen, I have almost as many icons as you. I know it's almost impossible, but
I
I do.
just added you to the stage. So, oh, you can't see that part though. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can
unfortunately,
you see all of mine? It's just
I'm showing
ridiculous.
I'm sharing the wrong screen.
Yeah.
What if we wanted to change Yessie? Say hello to my friend Yessie. If we wanted to change her top, she said, I don't like that top. Can you change it for me? I said, well, I can give you a few options here. So we can try this. We can do maybe like just a quick selection tool. And I don't know, probably doesn't have to be 100% perfect, because I'm guessing that the AI is going to do a pretty bang up job. Oh, sorry, Spazzo.
Who's Spazzo?
Not me. Maybe a little, just a bit. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is there's something.
You got to get her.
I only recently discovered right here. If you click on this right here in the contextual taskbar, I want to expand my selection just a tad. So let's do 10 pixels. Sure, sounds good.
You're really adding a lot of features to the taskbar, right?
Yeah, it's a large picture, so it didn't really make a huge difference. So maybe I'll do some more. Maybe I'll do expand selection 30. Okay, that seems reasonable. Okay, so that gives me a little wiggle room, around. Oh, and oh gosh, I almost neglected. She's wearing a turtleneck kind of thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't miss the neck.
Don't miss that. So we'll just do a shift and click around here too. So now, don't ask me to include the pendant too. Boy, that would be a trick. It can be done, but we don't have time for that right now.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do a generative fill, and not only can you change the color, but you can just change her wardrobe entirely. So let's say blue dress. Sure. Pretty vague, I know. A lot of blue dresses out there, all kinds of different things.
I'm curious if it'll follow her form,
I feel good about it.
I do too.
I mean, so yeah.
It slightly changed her angle.
Oh, there you go. I mean, that's like
it's a little better. A little bit not quite her physiology, but
yeah.
But yeah, and if you don't like that, of course, you can always just go again. Why not? Do one more.
Still pretty clean though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually changed my outfit on one of my headshots.
Speaking of
headshots, with an AI, I like that.
That's pretty cool. I like that one too. I like so
you did another series of 3, yeah.
So I like that one. It's pretty good. Now I was going to do something. Okay, so that's good. Thank you, Yessie. Okay, so I was going to do a little thing here where we're going to remove the border and we're going to go in Neuro Filters and colorize this, and we still can if you want to. But I thought a far more interesting subject would be this beautiful glamour shot, and prepare your eyes for this stunning thing of beauty here.
Looks like the same one.
It's the same one. There we go. I know.
That wise.
It's a
wise and handsome man.
So that's not a relief map of you, Todd. That's this guy. It's me here. Headshot that got at Adobe Max a couple years back.
Nice shot.
And fun fact
from Adobe Max.
I'm wearing your jacket there, Andrew, because I was wearing a T-shirt and I was like, man, I don't want to wear a T-shirt in my headshot. And you let me borrow your jacket. So cool. Thanks. got a lot of mileage off that.
Adobe Max, right? Portrait from Max.
True. So Neural Filters, let's start with, but I was thinking maybe, would it be possible to make this old geezer look maybe just maybe 1989?
I think you should go for it.
1989.
Put hair back on your head.
So it was so lustrous, Amybeth. I mean, it was just, I don't know what happened. Well, I know what happened. It just went away. So neural filters.
Yeah.
Oh, skin smoothing. We could go there. But what I want to start with is let's colorize. Bring. So let's give me.
Wow, that's great.
The original was in color. I just turned that to black and white because I don't know. But it went back to, and that's about right. That's
yeah.
So I'm just gonna let that go. I want to save everything to save it to a new layer in this case. I guess we'll save it to a new layer. And okay, so now the fun begins. Oh, you also have some de-aging on here, by the way. So I think it's the smart object facial age. What would I do if I went cranked it down -40? I was almost pegging it to the. I don't know. Would it help?
Does it turn you into? Does it turn us?
It had to go to the John. It had to go up to the cloud for this.
And look, it's taking forever. It's oh no, I took down the Adobe servers. Oh my gosh!
There it is.
Oh my gosh, and that's pretty good.
You look pretty good.
It looks about right. Yeah, except what's weird is that I didn't have gray hair, but I mean,
give you hair stubble.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, look, you have a little hair stubble now.
Oh, I have a little hair stubble. It did take me down a couple of eons.
So what happens? You jumped out. I was going to say, what happens if you choose hair thickness and move it to the?
Oh, hair thickness. Well, here's I'll do you one better. Here's what I was going to do. Go in my lasso tool.
A little generative fill.
That's right. I don't know, man. We're treading on dangerous territory.
What are we requesting? Ponytail?
Long hair,
right? Go with a mullet, but we can go.
Let's go for a mullet. I was going to say a man bun, but
I've sported the man bun at one time back before it was cool, and then it was not cool.
I like the mullet look. There we go. Let's
cover up more ear there. I think that's a good rough selection, I guess. And so
you just write mullet.
I wonder.
Blonde mullet.
Mullet hair. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna turn me into MacGyver? Let's see. Yeah, you're right. I should specify hair color.
No, what's the guy that bails people out? Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Wow. Don't I need a neck tattoo?
Mullet.
Do I need a neck tattoo for that?
Brown.
Brown mullet
neck tattoo
hairstyle. I don't know, guys.
And for the finale.
This could be terrible. I haven't tried this. We're treading into dangerous water here. So I apologize for anything that might come of this.
Whoa.
Well, all right. Not what I expected.
Let's do the variations.
Yeah, variations.
Yeah. Well,
there we go. I like that.
I think that should be a new I think
John the Samurai.
Once you explored this,
yeah,
you should have to put that as your profile picture for the
That's right, week. John the Samurai.
Yeah, patch, sword.
Monocle.
I mean, this is terrible, y'all.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. It didn't do anything. So did it just die?
It doesn't know what monocle means.
Maybe. Or I could just do.
All right, how about some really cool shades?
Yeah, maybe some. Yeah. Oops. There we go.
Get rid of it. Don't get rid of it.
Don't get rid of that by all means.
Cool.
There you go.
Sunglasses.
Guys, I apologize for who I am.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, reference. Yeah, Joe suggested we might need a reference. That's a very good idea, and might have to do just.
Oh, those are good. Those shades, yeah.
Those are okay.
It's not bad.
Let's see what else we got.
That's a cat
That
eye.
fits better.
Damn. See, there you go. The kind of like
Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, wow.
there you go.
We're talking
Now I know
ladies.
now
So
I know who you were in high school.
This is when you're touring with King Crimson or Zappa? Which one?
Oh, anyway,
I think it's when he was an extra on Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke.
oh yeah, Jeff Foster. Shout out to Jeff Foster for the latest movie, by the way.
Sweet.
Our friend Jeff Foster did all the graphics and visual effects.
Cool.
Anyway, that's terrible. And but
That was cool.
Thanks,
Wait,
Scott. That was very cool.
you didn't save it?
no way I'm saving that.
Oh wow! I
You
really
should
wanted
get your
to
profile
use that.
picture.
I'm
Come
destroying that evidence.
Wah,
That
wah,
was fun. Come on.
Come
wah,
on.
wah.
I know.
I will. Let me do one last
Uh,
fun image to wrap it all up.
Yeah.
Oh, John, you should have.
You're disappointed?
Yeah, you should have saved it.
I don't think so.
Okay, so just going back, gonna close that, and then new one. Did I save the? Yeah, 2048 by 2048. Okay, so I just created a new empty document, and then taskbar says, do I want to import image or generate image? I just say generate image. Describe the image you want to generate. Top left, just like Adobe Firefly. Surrealist portrait, lady's face blending with lush rainforest. So I want to do a double exposure. So I'm going to choose art for content type. I'm not going to get into the effects or the reference images for style or composition. Just hit generate. And it's gotten much faster for sure. All this.
Yeah.
It seems like it has, for sure. I love a good double exposure, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
It's pretty good, right?
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Second one, that's pretty nice too, right?
That's cool.
I like the first one and the third one.
Is that your baby, Amybeth?
And the dog barking? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I have the doors closed, so it's my little Frenchie. She's.
And then I might just take it into Camera Raw to do a
I'm gonna get her.
quick exposure. Maybe some contrast.
Hey, we're almost done.
Add more vibrance or less. So it's pretty cool with vibrance. I can kind of bring it down, give it that look, or to the right to really make it crazy. Is that good or too much? Make it nice and.
I mean, that's the good thing about art. Do you like it?
Yeah. I like it.
Here's like an aged look, and then here's like a more vibrant.
Yeah. Maybe somewhere in between. Yeah.
So yeah. So before, after.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
raw.
Yeah.
Generative AI in Photoshop.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I got my Photoshop shirt on. Photoshop.
Nice. Those are fun. I like that one. The tools, right?
Yeah. It's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah. What do you say? Joe says, I think people are scared of color. Yeah.
Yeah. I tend to be a little timid. I shouldn't be, but.
No, not me.
All right. So, yeah. Generative AI in Photoshop. That was a great one.
Thank you.
It's always good to do with other people. Like if you do it by yourself, you have your way of doing things. You want to do that, but other people bring up things that you might not have even addressed. So I always think it's nice and refreshing. So
we covered. I'm glad Amybeth that you covered composition and stuff because I wanted to touch on that a little bit, but just didn't get around to it. So that was.
We need to work on a name for this trio.
Yeah.
So
we got ADJ. Well, we gotta think of
something more descriptive than that.
But. Yeah. No, I know. But,
Okay. Well, yes. Thanks everyone for watching, and
thanks everybody.
Shout out to where you can find us online. So first, you can find Amybeth at learnadobe123.com. Learn Adobe 123, or on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/Amybeth-Menendez-5284781.
Yeah, I gotta get that number off. It means nothing to me.
Yep.
It's not my phone number, so.
Oh, sorry. And then John was smart to put all of his links into one at Linktree. So
sweet.
linktr.ee/pixelingo. Find John there. And then today's recording will be on my YouTube channel. So subscribe for more AI art and digital art focused live streams and tutorials at youtube.com/@DrewCav. That's youtube.com/@DrewCav. And if you just go to YouTube and just search for Drew Cav on YouTube. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Andrew.Kavanagh, where they've been teasing me for like literally a whole year, where I'm not at 6,000, but it goes up, gets closer, and then they take people away. And then I have new followers, and then they take people away. So they're not going to let me get to 6,000 on Facebook, sadomasochistic platform. And then I'm on Instagram at instagram.com/Drew_Cav_. I wanted to just get Drew Cav, but someone already took it. So, and then a little shout out to the groups. So if you haven't already, come join the AI art and digital art group on Facebook, facebook.com/groups AI art digital art, and Photoshop and Lightroom group, facebook.com/groups the Photoshop and Lightroom group. I think there's about 392,000 members now. Not bad.
Crazy. Do you sleep?
Well, we do have lots of admins helping me, including John Williams. So thank you. That's all right.
Glad to help.
So yeah, we got Christina. Thank you for sharing your knowledge in such a creative way. Time flew by. You are amazing. Thank you.
You're amazing.
That's right. And Joe says thank you for an amazing Friday. And Amybeth, who's here and there, says thanks for tuning in.
Here and there. Yes.
That's right. So yes, thanks everyone for attending, and keep your eye out at the top of the groups for notifications.
Stay tuned for the next.
That's right. Stay tuned for the next, and we might have a new name for this trio.
Ooh.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, all. Bye.